So you've decided to study abroad. Welcome to the next steps towards an experience you'll never forget. Let us help you through the Wolves Abroad Grant application process. By the end of this video, you will know how to apply for the Wolves Abroad Grant. This competitive grant is for students who have never left the country before and requires additional documents. The application requires letters of recommendation and also has an essay portion about why you would like to go on a specific program. In order to apply, you have to already have a program in mind to get funding, and you must be accepted into the Study Abroad program. Begin by going to studyabroad.westga.edu. We'll start by searching for the Wolves Abroad Grant application. Click on Programs, which is highlighted by the red box. Once on this screen, you have the option to perform a simple or advanced search, list all the programs, and more. We will be using the simple search because we are looking specifically for the Wolves Abroad Grant, so we will need to change the first red box from Outgoing to Scholarship. Then we will go to the search box and type in Wolves Abroad, and then we'll click Search. We'll see the options for this search, and its title is Wolves Abroad Grants. You should click the choice that looks like the one with the arrow pointing to it. Once on your program's application page, make note of the deadline and make sure to read the program description so that you're sure of when you need to apply by and that you have all of the information needed to complete the application. Then, we're finally ready to open our application by clicking Apply Now. When you click to apply, a box will ask, "Are you sure?" If you are sure this is the correct application, click OK. The login screen will direct you to how to sign in to the Office of Education Abroad portal. If you are a student, faculty, or staff, you will click the first option. If you have had login credentials sent to your email, click the second. If you have no login information, use the third. All UWG students or faculty will access the portal using the first option. The next screen will then prompt you to insert your username and password, which is equivalent to the username and password used for UWG credentials. First name initial, last name, number. After you sign in, you will then see a page requesting the term for your application. Choose which one is correct for you. You have now opened the application for your trip. If you were to leave this page, you can always get back to it by signing into your portal and clicking on your applications. It is important that you read through the application instructions and answer the application questionnaire. You should also submit 2 letters of recommendation. In order to submit these recommendations, you should contact faculty members before sending the recommendation link to them. The link is only valid for 7 days, so it is important to ask the faculty members if they would be willing to write a recommendation for you before sending the link. That way they will be able to write it for you before the link expires. Faculty should also be informed that their session will eventually be timed out, so it is better to write the letter of recommendation on a Word document, then copy and paste it to the section provided with the link that you send them. The faculty members you choose to write your recommendations should be faculty members that have taught you at UWG. If you do not have 2 faculty members who can do this, you will need to get approval from Jessica Renard to have somebody you have worked closely with to write the letter. It is also important to remember that freshmen can study abroad the summer after their first 2 semesters, fall and spring. If you are a freshman who is planning on studying abroad, you will need to submit a midterm grade report. Summer program applications open in the fall when your GPA has not yet been calculated, so submitting this report will be able to take the place of your GPA on the application. But do remember This only applies to freshmen who are planning to study abroad. Sophomores or any higher classification should be able to submit their GPA. If you have any troubles or questions, you can contact Jessica Renard in the Office of Education Abroad. Now, I am going to walk you through the Wolves Abroad Grant application. Let's begin by clicking the Wolves Abroad Grant application link indicated by the red arrow. This is what your general application will look like when it has been opened. Please note that you should save your responses frequently, as your session will time out in 59 minutes. The first thing you will need to fill out is information regarding your GPA and the study abroad program you are either applying for or have already applied for. This will include which department, council, or institution is sponsoring your study abroad program, the country you are traveling to, and indicating whether or not you have traveled outside of the United States before. Remember, it is important to keep in mind that this grant is only for students who have never traveled outside of the United States before. The next thing you will need to do is write an essay about what led you to choose the particular study abroad program you are applying to and how that program will help you to achieve your academic, personal, and/or career goals. This essay should be 500 to 700 words and can either be written in the text box provided on the application or written on a Word document and uploaded to the text box. If you choose to write the essay in a Word document and upload it, be sure to follow the directions indicated in the red box. It is also a good idea to email Jessica Renard to make sure the Word document was received with the application after it has been submitted if you choose to upload your essay to the application. The last bit of information that you will fill out is in regards to the financial aspect of the grant. First, you will need to certify you understand that as part of your application process, the Office of Education Abroad will request verification from UWG's Financial Aid Office that you are eligible for need-based aid. Then, you will need to certify that you agree to the additional information about the Wolves Abroad Grant, acknowledging that you understand this grant is for the study abroad program you have applied for and cannot be transferred to another program cycle, nor will you be able to receive this grant until you have been accepted into the study abroad program you have applied for. Lastly, under the scholarship commitment section, you will need to indicate that you understand that you will need to do some kind of give back if you receive the grant. This could be anything from serving as a campus buddy for an international student to writing a journal reflection about your experience abroad. Now that you are at the bottom of the application, you have the option to either save your application to complete at a later time or submit it. If you have not answered every question, you will want to save the application and complete it later. However, if all questions have been answered, you should go ahead and submit the application. The difference between saving and submitting your application will look like the following. Once you've saved the application, you will be brought to this page again with a notification confirming you have successfully saved the application. However, if you submit your application, you will receive a notification like this one on that same page that is confirming your completion of the application. If you scroll down, you will also see that you have a check mark in the box confirming that your application has been submitted. You will receive emails to update you on your application process, as well as for your acceptance for scholarships, grants, and the program you've applied for. After receiving the Wolves Abroad Grant, your scholarship amount will be posted to your BandWeb account the same semester you are studying abroad in. So, if you go on a spring break program, your scholarship will be posted to your BandWeb account for the spring semester. If you study abroad during the summer, the scholarship amount will show up on your BandWeb account for the summer semester, and if you study abroad in the fall, it will be shown on your account during the fall semester. So be aware of the semester you are studying abroad in so that you can check your BandWeb account to see what part of your breakdown bill the scholarship was applied to. This is a general idea of what your breakdown bill should look like. The dollar amounts will differ, but the setup of the bill should be the same. You should see your scholarship funds under Estimated Financial Aid. Your scholarship will be labeled as International Student Fee Scholarship. The amount that you will owe for your study abroad program will show up as total charges. The International Student Fee Scholarship, which again is the scholarship amount that you received, will first be used to pay off part of the amount you see by total charges. If you receive the Pell Grant or Hope Scholarship, this will also be used to help pay off the total charges balance. Then, when you see that your balance due equals $0, you will receive a refund with the extra financial aid payments that were used to pay off the total charges balance. The amount that you will receive in a refund will be labeled as estimated refunds. You've made it through the UWG Wolves Abroad Grant application process. Congratulations! If you are interested in applying for other scholarships, please watch our scholarship application video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the Office of Education Abroad at goabroad@westga.edu or visit us in Mandeville Hall, located between Adamson and Sanford Hall on Front Campus Drive.